Hello, welcome to this program. Last time we looked at how to compute simple index numbers, that is basically indices concerning single commodities. Now I want to try and look at a group of commodities, and that is categorized under simple aggregate index numbers. So you find that the simple aggregate index numbers basically consider the sum of commodity prices, quantities, and values for a group of commodities, that is in the current year as well as the base year. So you're going to find that our simple aggregate index numbers are subdivided into three, and that is basically the simple aggregate price index number, which is given as summation Pn over summation Po times 100. And then we have the simple aggregate volume or quantity index number, and that is given as summation Qn over summation Qo times 100. And then the simple aggregate value index number, and this is given as summation Pn Qn over summation Po Qn. So you find that, as you said, it considers a group of commodities. So where summation Pn and Qn are sums of commodity prices in the current year and commodity quantities in the current year, and then summation Po represents the sum of commodity prices in the base year, and then summation Qo represents the sum of commodity quantities in the base year. So without wasting time, we shall go straight into an example to see how we can compute simple aggregate index numbers. So the example says the table below shows a set of commodities along with their prices. So we have the commodities, blue band, milk, and then bread, and then we have the base year given to us as well as the current year with their respective prices and quantities. So the question wants us to calculate this simple aggregate price index, simple aggregate quantity index, and simple aggregate value index. So of course, simple aggregate price index considers the prices of these commodities in the current year and the base year. Then simple aggregate quantity index considers these commodities quantities in the current and the base year. And then simple aggregate value index considers the value of these commodities in both the current year as well as the base year. So let's try to solve this question and see how best we can understand it better. So right, let's continue. So I want to solve this example by calculating the respective indices as required. So to best solve this, we are going to come up with a table to enable us compute the respective indices as required. So let's have a simple table that will enable us to find these summations that we need. Remember, we need summation So remember, we need these summations. We need to have summation PO, we need to have summation PN, we need to have summation QO, summation QN, and then summation PN QN, and summation PO QO. So let's carry on. So we can have a table. So we shall have commodity, we shall have PO, we shall have QO, shall have PN, shall have QN, we shall have PN QN column, then we shall have PO QO column. So we find that The last two columns of PNQN and POQO will enable us to compute the simple aggregate value index. So we do have these commodities. We have these commodities. We have three commodities. So that is blue band. The base year price is 2,400. The base year quantity is 120. The current year price is 3,200. And then the current year quantity is 160. And then we come to the next commodity. We have milk. So for milk, we have the base year price as 1,400, base year quantity 240, current year price is 1,800, and current year quantity is 200. Then the other one is bread. So and PO is 1,600, QO is 200, PN is 1,000, and then QN is 320. So now we can then find PN QN by multiplying current year price by the base year price. So can have our calculator. PN QN, that is 3,200 times 160, we get 512,000. And then we go to the next commodity, that is milk. PN is 1,800 times 200, we get 360,000. Then we come to the next commodity, that is bread. We have 1,000 times 320, we get 320,000. Then I will come to POQO. So for POQO, we have base year price times base year quantity. So blue band 2,400 times 120, we get 288,000. Then we have the other commodities, milk, 1,400 times 240, we get 336,000. And then bread we have 1,600 times 200, we get 320,000. And then now we need to get the summation of each column. So summation of each column. So now let's begin by finding the summation of PO. So get the summation of PO by summing up the column of PO. So we have 2,400 plus 1,400 plus 1,600. We get 5,400. Then we come to the column of QO, summation QO. We sum up the values under QO. That is 120 plus 240 plus 200, giving us 560. So then we come to summation PN. We sum up the values of PN, and that is 3,200 plus 1,800 plus 1,000. We get 6,000. Then we come to QN. We sum up the values of QN, 160 plus 200 plus 320, giving us 680. And then the column of PNQN, so we sum them up. So we get 512,000 plus 360,000 plus 320,000. That is 1192,000. 1192,000. Then we come to POQO. POQO shall have 288,000 plus 336,000 plus 320,000. That is 944,000. 944,000. So now we can go ahead and then answer part 1. That is simple aggregate price index, and this is given as summation Pn over summation Po summation Pn over summation Po times 100 So now our summation Pn is 6,000, as we can observe. So we come and place here 6,000 over summation Po. Our summation Po is 5,400, as you can observe, 5,400 times 100. So 6,000 divided by 5,400 times 100, we get 111%. So implying that the simple aggregate price index is 111%. 111%. So when it comes to commenting, so we said whenever the index number exceeds 100, then it shows an increment in a given price or quantity. So now in this case we have 111%, meaning there is a 11% increment in the prices of the commodities in the current year given this year. Then now part 2 talks of simple aggregate quantity index. Now for this one we look at the quantities, current year quantity against the base year quantity. So you can get the formula. So we have our so the current year quantity Qn is 680. Then the base year quantity Qo is 560. So 680 divided by 560 times 100, we get 121. So implying that our simple aggregate quantity index is 121%. 121%. It also shows an increase in the quantity demanded of these commodities. So lastly, let's look at a simple aggregate value index. So basically this is given by the formula below. Summation Pn Qn over summation Po Qo times 100. So there we go. So we do have our summation Pn Qn as 1,192,000. So 1,192,000 over summation Po Qo which is 944,000. So 1,192,000 divided by 944,000 times 100, we get 126 percent. So you find that is also more than 100, so it shows an increase in the value of these commodities in the current year given the base year. So that is basically what we have as an illustration for simple aggregate value, for simple aggregate index numbers in their respective categories of price, quantity and value. So I would like to thank you for keeping on till the end of the video. Thank you so much.